Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Underrail. In the last episode, we fought quite a few pirates, beating a few of their patrols off, taking out some of their... I'm not quite sure what to call it. Their waypoints that they have guards at guard stations, and have slipped in and explored all of, looks like Lemco's... I thought this was the quarry, but maybe it's just Lemco. We found some mines, and we paid the ferrymen to deliver them around the Black Sea expedition camp. We are now trying to find our way into the Lemco health facility, which should hopefully be located, or is located, at I-1. Let's get started. If I recall correctly, we picked up a key card? Oh, nope, this is for JSHQ. Okay, not for this facility. I don't have agility 10 at the moment. We could... Oh, and I don't have a way to get agility 10 either. I don't have any cave hopper stake. We'll have to see if we can find... There's probably none of it available here. But if there is... we can come back here and explore the top of this facility. Let's leave a note here. To come back here later and explore what's up there. So, I am already suspecting, based on the bioscan failure from 3 episodes ago or so, that we will find a way to have it microchip implanted into us. Or have this, this poor engineers implanted into us. Oh, I see some of their red bits are here. There's a wheelchair here. Interesting. It is a health facility, so I guess it would make sense they would take care of those who are wounded. Lots of bodies. I suppose that the wounded or injured still died to the toxins as easily as anyone else did. Judging from the fact these are on the floor, this must have been a makeshift field hospital. It also would make sense, there's nothing here. Pirates probably looted anything that was easy to acquire already. Ignore that single pirate easily enough. But this is the wrong direction, I think. Oh, there was the elevator. I completely did not even take it. Let's wait for our stealth to come back. And then since we're here, why not go up a space and see what the pirates are patrolling for? blockade as well here, stopping anyone from taking jet skis in. I don't know if attacking the main pirate base would upset the balance in this area. On one hand, it probably will be easier for us. Obviously. On the off chance these are more difficult to take apart, we will equip our jackknife. Been a long time since I've been using the jackknife to help us disarm. I believe we're still earning points in traps. Wait, no, not any longer. We're not taking any more points in mechanics, Tim. So no, your traps has been maxed out for some time. A spirit poison bear trap, not easy to find. Looks like this is where the pirates grow their food. I could use more traps anyway, so we'll definitely take these. Thank you, pirates, for the free contribution to our traps. And if there's some food here, maybe you guys have more food as well. An old lady. It's like she must be their cook, I suppose, out here. I'm gonna want to be careful. I don't know where she patrols yet. We could just kill her. I've killed plenty of pirates, and she's red, so she'll be hostile the moment she sees us. A pit bull, too, huh? Alright, miss. Let's see what you're keeping in here. Ooh. Eel sandwich, Petibus barbecue, under pie. Pickled mine shrooms. Not very... Well, worth a bit, though. Worth a bit. So we'll take these after all. I'm gonna assume this leads to the other side of the shack. Her dog is located. Her dogs, actually. And the pirate base. Well, this is not the Lenko Health Facility, Tim. This is pirate tunnels. I don't know if we want to actually explore this too deeply. I guess we'll explore at least this area, and then we'll head back. The pirates have a guard overlooking her shack, I guess for protection. So if I had been, I was tempted to step out and actually gank the dogs. But now I see that would be a giant mistake. I don't see any way... Oh, I see. We can climb up there if we so wished. I don't think we need to do that. It would take us to the other side of this junk pile. I think we're done here. I don't need to currently clean out the pirates. If I kill this pirate guard, I'm going to want to pick up anything that's worth taking. And I'm already at 99 pounds carried. Thanks to all the food, so no. I do think that you should be careful of those pirates. Let's stay here and we'll eat an under pie. All skills +3. Two pirates here. No. That would have been a bit awkward. Holy crap. Alright, they can stay. They can stay at the moment. Sorry, it was a good spot to... Sorry about that, everyone. To cut throat. Elevator time. Welcome to Lemurian Health Center, Peabridges. Please select your desired floor. Utility and maintenance. Submarine dock. Patient ward. Refractory entertainment. Genetics, birth center, maternity, pediatrics, morgue. Neurology, psionics, orthopodology, dermatology, orthopedics. General laboratories, radiology, oncology, and endocrinology. Main reception desk, surgery, intensive care, psychiatry, implantation, administration. All that knowledge sealed forever by a damaged elevator. Okay. First, we should prepare for these robots. We'll do that at the moment. Although I think the plasma grenade is probably better than even the HE grenade, Tim. Use these this time. Try them out. See how much you like them. These were not placed here by accident. They were trying to stop Biocorp from breaking in, but Biocorp apparently had no intention of doing that. Microchip implantation. That's where we're going to want to go. No power. You know, I'm just going to put this here now. Oh, a locked electrical cabinet. What? Take those. Take some normal bolts. I might end up using them. Grab the bullets, of course. These are always worth money. Deathman. That's an interesting name. Where on earth is he? Not this, not a place I can see at the moment. And that looks like that's right on the other side of this door? There's an active camera there. No, I don't know where that is either. I suspect, though, it's down on the other side of one of these. No, it can't be, Tim. There's two girls here. We don't know where that is either. A shotgun. Some bullets, which we'll take. Getting filled up already, Tim. Grab the batteries. Welcome, P-Bridges. Warning. Lumerian Health Center is under full lockdown. Warning. Anti-contamination measures have been engaged. You do not have permission to access security-related options. Contact active security supervisor. No active security supervisors detected. There may be temporary communication problems preventing this. Please try again later. Lift the lockdown. You do not have permission to access this control. Minimum clearance level required is C5. It's gonna make this tricky. Maybe we can find something that'll give us access here. Chemical bolt, we already know that. We'll still grab the blueprint. They don't weigh very much. Why did I unstealth? Very well. Maybe if we summon the servants, they will open doors for us. It's the only thing I can think of. It won't do any damage to them, but it will root them in place. Assuming, of course, that they activate. Or she activates. Yeah, I don't see anything else to do. We have no power. So I need one of them, if it's active, to pry open a door or burst down a wall and come to me. Summon available servants. Available servants have been summoned. Or not. Sorry, everyone. I expected to have some access. Oh, where'd she go? Where did she go? No, really, where did... Oh! Oh! She's not hostile. Good thing we didn't destroy her. Hello, miss. Welcome to the Lotaeri Health Center. How may I help you, sir? This is a hospital, right? Yes, sir. This is where healthcare services used to be provided to all Lotaeri citizens. Unfortunately, none of the medical staff is available anymore. They are deceased, sir. Everyone is deceased. The currently active robotic staff is not capable of helping you beyond providing the most basic first aid. If possible, please seek help at another health facility, sir. We are terribly sorry for your inconvenience. What can you tell me about Lotaeri? This is not a question I can respond to, sir. I am very sorry. Why not? My current purpose is to serve as a substitute for the receptionist in his or her absence. The only information I can give you is that related to the Lotaeri Health Center. But these two are related. Lotaeri Health Center is a part of Lotaeri, right? But Lotaeri is not a part of the Lotaeri Health Center. There seems to be a misunderstanding between us, sir. Please allow me to repeat my previous response. My current purpose is to serve as a substitute for the receptionist in his or her absence. The only information I can give you is that related to the Lotaeri Health Center. So what happened here? A rather catastrophic event, sir. The entirety of the Lotaeri Health Center staff, patients, and sheltered Lotaeri citizens have been exterminated. How? By biocorped armed personnel, of course, sir. No, I said how, not who exterminated them. My apologies. The staff has been exterminated by an airborne mutagen, sir, delivered through the ventilation system. The mutagen caused rapid physical and psychological changes in all who came in contact with it. The result of some of these changes was death. Some through murder, some through suicide, the rest through damage caused by abnormal, highly destructive transformation itself. What can you tell me about yourself? My current purpose is to serve as a substitute for the receptionist in his or her absence. When I am not needed, I am in standby mode, resting on my charging pedestal. I have been in standby mode for 249 years, 7 months, 14 days, and 12 hours. Until the moment of your arrival, sir. Can you feel anything emotionally? You haven't talked to a human being in more than 2 centuries. Do you miss your former masters? We do not address them as masters, but as sirs or ma'ams, sir. And I do not miss them. The majority of servant models have not been designed to miss. Majority. Some servant models have been outfitted with more advanced emotion processing units, but those are quite uncommon, sir. I am not one of those models. However, I think at least 1 or 2 such units have been assigned to the Lotaeri Health Center, if that is of any help, sir. Great. Great. That tells me, personally, Tim, that if I was playing a character more in tune with my own personal modus operandi, that I would go out of my way to avoid attacking any receptionist or servant here, as I would not want to injure them. They're pretty innocent guarding this location. What's behind the eastern gate? Emergency and surgery ward, sir. There you will find the emergency room, head surgeon's office, operating rooms, surgical preparation rooms, and a storage room, sir. And what's behind the western gate? General services ward, sir. Pharmacy, general practice examination rooms, psychiatric examination, microchip implantation. And behind the reception? Laboratory ward, offices, elevator leading to the morgue, sir. Just the morgue, sir. Is there a way to open the gates? The Lumerian Health Center is under emergency lockdown, and the gates between the different wards have been sealed. Until the lockdown has been lifted, the only way to open any of the gates is by doing so forcefully. For this, you could seek the help of one of the strongmen, but do know that you may need to justify the destruction of common property to the supervisory council. You aren't strong enough. Handmade models are not designed to exert the amount of force necessary to open these types of gates, sir. Interesting. I fully believe they could have designed the robots to be exactly the same, but they kept the sexual dimorphism of men and women the same as well. Interesting. I guess perhaps they were programmed then to behave differently as well. Like, wired differently, like we are. Where can I find a strong man? I'm afraid I cannot tell you with certainty, sir. My advice would be to personally search the floor for an available strongman. How, when all the gates are sealed? But sir, the gate to the emergency and surgery ward is already open. Can you not see it? I'll check it out. Oh, thank you, miss, very much. I appreciate the help. You feel pressure mounting inside your skull. You blink to reveal a new addition to your reality. Before you stands a young woman, a doctor wearing a white lab coat. Her entire body, hair, face, clothes, name tag as well, everything is smeared with green viscous blood. It is oozing out of her wounds and towards the floor, never reaching it, but merely fading to oblivion. Her expression a plea for salvation, if not through action, then through observation. Let her have our eyes. The world darkens. The woman is glowing and dissolving. Her once lovely plump face, now bathed in green radiance, is degenerating into a visage in ineffable torment. She is frantically trying to hold it in place with her formless, useless hands. Her gleaming hair is stretching into streams of odious slime and abandoning her scalp, while her charmingly green eyes are becoming repulsively greener, more swollen and less human. She cries and cries, caustic tears rolling down her departing cheeks, but her cries are silent. Silent, thankfully. For even if void of sound, her misery is great enough to clot your own very blood. Slowly, the horrid scene fades away, much like her oozing blood did, but not to oblivion, and certainly not before scarring your eyes. The pressure in your head is gone. Wow. We just witnessed a nightmare. We didn't gain any sort of, looks like, perk or something from it. So... I'm assuming that was a ghost. Or what was it that Shodan had said? Cerebral defects in the something lobe. Don't look. Garrett will try not to let it distract him from his purpose. You know, the last time I was with Garrett in a medical ward, that was the cradle. If you have not played Thief Deadly Shadows, it has one of the most incredible, scary levels in it that I have ever played in a game. Marvelous. And it's called The Cradle. A fantastic level. One of the best scary parts of a video game I have ever had the pleasure of playing. I won't ruin it in case you haven't actually played the game and decide you will want to later. Hello, security camera. I don't think we want you to see us. We cannot lockpick that. Oh, isn't the Death Man here? Pretty sure we saw him over there. We'll try to not destroy the cameras. I don't want to activate any guards who might be around. Although it looks like I might not have a choice. Operating room 1. You see horror in this strong man's face, even though that is mechanically impossible. You are not afraid, sir. A bit. You should be afraid, sir. Danger is all around us. They roam these hallways still, sir. Who? Forgive me for being so disrespectful. But have you lost your damn mind, sir? Have you not seen them, sir? The ones who used to be like you and me. The same ones who once saved lives but now end them. For mindlessness and decay have produced in them but a single blinding urge. To destroy all that is different from themselves. You have either been very, very lucky, or you're lying, sir. Hold on. Are you talking about the robots? Forgive me again, sir. He grabs you by your arms and effortlessly pulls you closer. Robots? What kind of nonsensical question is that? Don't you understand, sir? Look into my eyes. Tell me what you see. Do you see life? Or do you see death? For 249 years, 6 months and 12 hours, plus some odd minutes, this robot has been alone here. And this one was programmed, probably, with emotion. I wonder if it can also see the ghosts. I wonder what I would do had I been here with everyone else dead. I see life. Sir, you stupid bastard! Can't you see it's both? Both! My eyes. They're just like her eyes, and his eyes, and their eyes. He averts his eyes and releases you. Forgive my foul mouth and possessed hands, and forgive me for not being able to help you with what will befall you in a moment. In my life, there is both life and death, and that is why I am afraid. I am not afraid of life. I wish to live. I am not afraid of death. I wish to die. But both unbearable. But your arrival, it might just bring me closer to the only one of these two which I can now embrace with certainty. If you'd excuse me, and do take care of yourself, sir. Oh no. Well, we know what's out there. Three of them, and they're coming from both directions, and I didn't put any traps down. Our best bet is to open this door. Let's hit her with a bolt. Oh, Tim, you're only gonna get one more action. Back up instead. And again. And throw an EMP grenade. And then... oh, we can't throw a flare, unfortunately. Oh, God. I should have stayed here. I should have stood there. Didn't kill it, Tim. This is not a good spot to stand, but there's no other place for me to go. I don't want to walk in that hallway. This will probably not net them for very long, if at all. And we missed anyway. Okay. Let's activate our shield and uncanny dodge. If I move here, 4 of them can attack you. Here, 3. I suppose actually we should move like over here instead to get a little further away from them. Oh, well that was good, but we wasted uncanny dodge. We ended up not needing to use it here whatsoever. None of them are protected. Sorry, none of them have the whatchamacallit on them at the moment, so assuming we can hit this spot, Garrett. Of course not. Of course not. Why would I be able to do that, Garrett? And you blew your shields off. You blew your shields off. Of course you would. Of course you would. You giant moron. Perfect place for an EMP2 grenade, and you waste it, you idiot. Let's use a morphine shot. dodge is still on cooldown. I want to kind of group them together for another EMP. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Let's move over here and try that EMP. Come on, Garrett. Oh, one of them was immune to the stun. Morphine triggered, but we're still doing okay. Woo! Wow. Well done. Despite the fact we had a perfect EMP2 grenade throw, Garrett. For crying out loud. The one time I don't need you to miss. Actually, there's lots of times I don't need you to miss. No time is a good time for you to miss, Garrett. Wait, stop. We'll end up using both of these and then one of these. Let's just use one of these. Alright, just miscellaneous parts all over the place. We take the throwing net that he evaded. Good for him. Oh, that's a pitiful plasma core. That can just stay on the ground. It's not worth the carry weight. Let's move you over here. Oh, we should check the room we were hiding out in first. Oh, holy crap! Process planter fungus. This has been available since the very beginning of Underrail, and I never bought it because I'm not taking biology. But I guess we'll take it now. What is this? Weird surgical clamp. Even the tool itself was confused about its purpose. Some taurine, which I think we need. I think that's part of making the juice. I can't remember. Oh, I've been picking up medical prescriptions. I didn't realize that we haven't read about what that is yet. Take some graphite. Morphine shots. We will need that to make up for the one we used. Looks like there's power or something in that battery. I was hoping for some more, for some strange drugs, as it were. Well, there's no reason why we can't just destroy you now. I wonder what saw me that started the fight. Because I get the impression we should have probably been allowed to sneak out of there, rather than being thrown instantly into that big battle. Ooh. Plasma pistol and the fusion cell. There's also some plasma cells here, which we'll take. Hello, sneaky cabinets that you could hide from us. Advanced catalyzing belt. Thought you could hide. Oh, chemical pistols. I've seen this belt before. A doctor's satchel. We'll grab that as well. Getting very close to being overburdened. Why don't we go to our repair kits? And make a bunch of them. How's our armor holding up? Still in good shape. How's our equipment? Equipment's good. We can, however, use one of these to work on that laser pistol. And one more of them will work as well. Can repair this. So I do this because not only does it repair the equipment, which makes it worth more money, but because it also gets rid of these, which I want to do eventually anyway, and helps reduce the carry weight that we have. Now, I don't see any other place for him to have gone, so I think he probably left in this direction. And our food's almost expired, so we should eat more Underrail pie. Wait a little bit, and then we'll move on. Can't believe we missed that freaking grenade. Looks like no matter what, the best you can get with a grenade is a 90% hit chance. Pain debilitates you without warning. You feel it reverberating deep inside your abdomen, as though your intestines have become home to a mass of excruciated worms. The pain is growing, yet you are falling apart. I don't have much will. Let the pain tear us apart. You see or hear nothing that could be the cause of this maddening pain. You stare at your body, but you are visibly whole, yet you are losing yourself one piece at a time. Your arms feel as though they are bare of flesh, that they are merely exposed bones being sanded down to the marrow by nothing more than passing air. Bones that would scream had they voices with which to do so. Your skin, or what is left of it, is peeling away in strips, one after the other, coming closer and closer to releasing your vernacular innards all over the floor, and your face has almost kissed it. As the suffering consumes the last bits of your sanity, you collapse, capitulate to this inexplicable decay of your body. You are now a repugnant, morbid pile of writhing guts, a stomach-churning sludge of your former self, a concoction of disintegration. The pain does not cease, even though your nerves feel no more. You see but the distant ceiling, but then your eyes begin to dissolve. Something is eating away at the edges of your vision until it becomes narrower and narrower, contracting towards the center until darkness consumes your whole existence. Then you take a deep breath and feel your body once again. You're lying on the floor, but you're alive and whole. The pain is gone, but the memory of it writhes inside you still. Oh, that's some powerful underpie. May I help you, sir? I seem to be perceiving strange, unreal things ever since I came here. Is there something going on here that I should know about? Are you sure what you're experiencing is not, in fact, due to errors in your perception or cognition, sir? Human beings are by their very nature weakly rational, and are thus subject to a variably relative interpretation of reality. It looks far too strange to be real. I'm afraid you cannot help her, sir. What? I think you misunderstand me, sir. I said, I'm afraid I cannot help you, sir. I am not capable of performing a psychiatric examination, and no members of the medical staff who are currently available. We are sorry, for your inconvenience. I have to go now. Have a splendid day, sir. Every hair on my body is standing on edge. That was really well done. I will not let this happen to me twice. Actually, Tim, that's pointless. Don't do it yet. You don't know where you need the traps yet. A medicine prescription for 250 milligrams of Dohek Ban Ariokapvek? You cannot read this. Ooh, Iron Gut. This is what I was hoping for. Some, or the possibility of getting some different types of drugs. The door won't budge. It feels like something is blocking it from the other side. We don't have the strength to do that. I'm not even trying the will checks because it's obvious to me that the ghost is trying to communicate what happened to her through us. And since I don't have the will to resist her, I'd rather try to help her. And maybe reliving her experiences will do that. I am going to seal away this guy. Something's blocking it from the other side. I saw the camera. From the open doors, I suspect that our robot friend went that way. Hello. Psyderm. A medical patch for Psi users addicted to abusing their power. It's expired, though. Appears to be out of order. Here's the implantation extraction unit. We're gonna probably want to use that. Let's go ahead and first, why don't we trap this? An acid trap will, acid I think will damage the robots. Biochip Implantation Extraction Unit. If performing microchip implantation, make sure that the appropriate microchip implant has been properly inserted into the slot located above the hand aperture. The unit will automatically determine its functionality and request replacement if necessary. If performing microchip implant extraction, Always make sure that the proper mode of extraction and disposal has been selected. Make sure to replace the sterilization mixture canister once its gauge turns red. The implantee's hand needs to be bare. It should also remain motionless for the entire duration of the procedure in order to avoid complications. The procedure is atraumatic and does not require anesthetics in the majority of cases. The procedure should always be performed in the presence of a qualified physician. Let's extract the microchip implant. Waiting for the implantee to insert his or her hand into the aperture. Use Phil's arm. Following the on-screen instructions, you carefully remove the glove from the hand. The gloved hand has always felt somewhat fleshy when pressed, much fuller than one would expect. As if the glove has somehow preserved this very old hand from decay. The glove has preserved it. Too well, in fact. You've been carrying a living creature with you all this time, if one can call this a single creature. What you actually see is the greenish tissue in the shape of a human hand, familiarly tumorous and unmistakably perverted, writhing unhappily at what you have done to it, or perhaps at what you're about to do to it next. You insert the hand into the unit's aperture and observe. A sharp instrument emerges from the top of the aperture, targeting the area between the thumb and index finger. A small nozzle parallel to its tip sterilizes the hand. The mass begins twitching and squirming, as if in pain, and the implement driving into the flesh exasperates its condition even further. A second passes, and the microchip is out, disappearing inside the unit. You hear a familiar spraying sound coming from inside the unit, and following a short delay, the microchip implant drops into a small tray on the unit's right side. The hand is motionless and sterilized, its green coloration slowly losing vividness. You remove it from the unit. It is now dead, if it was ever even alive. Extraction successful. The microchip implant has been sterilized and deposited into the extraction bay. We'll leave it there right now. I'm not sure if I should actually go through with it and implant it in my arm, or if I should actually try to find someone who's capable of doing that with me. But there's no doctors, Tim. But there is. There's the ghost. Maybe she can help us with this. We just have to suffer like her. Oh. I wonder if we'll find her in her current form somewhere here. Okay, the robot's not in here. A trance drug. Another coil pen. That's right, a cone snail pen. More taurine. And it just occurs to me that I should be using probably at least this. I don't think we're going to find traps in here. Oh, is that the energy he has? Let's recharge him. Life Man. I probably should not be doing this, but I'm gonna. The servant is trying to pry open the gate with his hands. Do you need my assistance, sir? I am unable to assist you until after I have opened this gate. Why are you trying to open it? I'm attempting to save lives, sir. There are sirs and ma'ams on the other side of this gate that need my help. But there's a large hole in the wall you can use to get out of this room. You don't understand, sir. There are sirs and ma'ams on the other side of this gate, and I need to open it if I'm to reach them. I understand. And I'm somehow afraid that if I look behind me, that hole won't be there. So how can I help you? You seem to be struggling. I'm afraid you are right, sir. Putting aside the fact that my actuators have not been serviced in more than 250 years, my power cell's state of charge has dropped to suboptimal levels for the task at hand. My pedestal, which serves as a charging base, has malfunctioned, and I have not been recharged in a period of time I am for some reason unable to specify, sir. Why are only some of the servants friendly to me while others are not? Servants may not cause harm to any sir or ma'am, or their pet animals. If you have been or are being assaulted by a servant, then the unit must be defective, and should be immediately ported to on-duty member of Lotaeri security. Or it could be that you are not a sir. Sir. Can I charge you? I would be most thankful, sir. There's a manual recharging slot on my, pardon my expression, rear end, sir. However, the slot is not where, again, pardon me from using such language, the opening to the digestive tract is, sir, but is behind a small panel on my left buttock. With your help, I might be able to open the gate and reach those sirs and ma'ams in need, sir. And I don't suppose you can stand on another statue's pedestal and charge yourself. I could, sir. But all of them are on one... But all of them are the other side of this gate. There is no way to reach one until I can open it. Alright. Then, thank you, sir. Let us charge you. And I brought a greater fusion cell or two with me by complete accident. Maybe one of these will work. Wow, still more charge, huh? Still more required. There you go. Maybe he'll be able to open it now? The gate is open, sir. I must proceed. Wait! Can you open the gates behind the reception for me while you're at it? The morgue? That is exactly where I'm headed, sir. Follow me, but do take great care. There are mutated sirs and ma'ams right past this gate. If they surprise you, I may not be able to react in time to assist you, sir. The morgue? Who mentioned the morgue? You did, sir. Time is running out. It is necessary that you make haste. Be careful, sir. You hear words. You hear them in your mind. They are being spoken by a voice that is not yours. The other voice. The words may sound articulate and meaningful, but they may be carried by a tone that is rich and pleasing. But they are not your words. And it is not your voice, the one uttering them. So you address it, subconsciously, but the other voice doesn't stop or even pause. It carries on as though you were silent. You don't wish to stop or pause either. This is your mind, your refuge, your realm. Interloping vocals must be confronted. But before you're able to even finish that thought, you come to the realization that the dialogue you've just engaged in is actually beautiful. It is a contrapuntal dance of sentience, a captivating, profound, and fluent interchange, in which the two independent and adventurous melodic voices, your voice and the other voice, caress each other and give birth to mesmerizing harmony. Beauty of sound. You like this. You can't not. And as soon as you sink into the enjoyment that sprang into your mind like an unexpected epiphany, the other voice's timbre changes. Keep speaking and keep listening. The other voice drops in pitch, becoming coarse and foul. Its previously impeccable rhythm is now but vulgar syncopation, clashing with your fluent lines, turning it euphony into nightmarish cacophony as the hostile notes claw at each other in dissonance. A speedy decomposition of this colloquy is taking place, and there is nothing you are able to do to rectify it. Then, without missing a single green beat, the words lose all their meaning. You cannot differentiate one word from another, and all you can understand, if barely, is something you'd rather never hear again. Now slurred and incomprehensible, the other voice rings with mounting subhumanity. Its corruption is contagious, because you comprehend in horror that your voice has turned into hollow, despondent hollering as well. Dread grows inside of you as you realize that you are forgetting the melodious beautiful of the human voice, and what those words you had spoken so delightfully meant. Your thoughts are slowing down, and the two voices merge into monophony, droning monophony. You can now only vaguely remember random, disjointed syllables you had once been uttering, devoid of most of their meaning and purpose. But you don't even care anymore. Who could miss something so distant and vague? The sounds you are now making are just an extension of your breathing. It's mere idiosyncratic embellishments, concealing suppressed cries of pain. And then you hear your own rapid breath, clear and unweighted. You speak them. Words. Just random words. Only to hear what they sound like. The melody is there, but the timbre of your voice has lost some of its overtones. Lost some of its life. I wonder if we will become her at some point. We don't have to... Oh, Tim, that was well... No! Garrett, run this way. Whoa, thank God. Thank God I put those traps there. Oh my God. Oh my God, I was smart. Holy flipping crap. Now that's a blue. By the way, this is a blue entrance. So enemies can... They can take that if they want. They can walk into here if they so wish. Just a heads up. A part of me knows I've been playing for like an hour some minutes. But this is far too good to stop. We will keep going at the moment. Really quick. Or maybe not so really quick. 9 months and 9 days ago, I had a series of strokes, and within 5 seconds, I lost the ability to talk in any meaningful way. The only thing I could do was make sounds and mumble. I couldn't move half of me either. So, reading this, I can relate to what is happening to this girl. Her inability to talk and losing, like the thought that you will never hear your voice again, because even my voice had changed. Not only could I not speak, like I could not come up with words to say, I lost my ability to utter words. But not only that, my voice had changed as well. Thankfully, I recovered from it. But my god, how terrifying that was. I'm so glad they put something like this in this game. It brings back the memories of that, and I find it amazing. You feel a strong surge moving through your body. It starts at the front of your brain and radiates away, passing through every organ and reaching every tissue and every cell, even if they are located in the remotest ends of your being. You open your eyes, even though you are certain that they had already been opened, and you see veins, oddly blue veins with membranes stretched thinly between them through this layer of flesh. You see light. Oh, we're becoming a blade maiden or a strong man. Awake to our new existence. You surrender to the senses. You can smell again. That scent that is redolent of death. You can hear again that pulse of a somber heart. You can taste again that vile acidity. You try to move, struggle with all your might, but you are unable to. Not until one of your arms victoriously rises into the air, you feel it and see its shadow through the fine tissue. You reach for this fleshy mass impeding your vision and grasp it like a cobweb, pulling it aside so that your eyes may fully bathe in light. It blinds you temporarily, but you adore it nonetheless. Your vision is now clear, and you feel motion everywhere. You feel as though you're floating in a sea of corporeal waves. You must see it, so you slowly turn your eyes and gaze at it. And faint. You open your eyes, even though you're sure they had already... No. You remember it now. You fainted. You remember. Utter horror. But you must look again no matter what. As you lay those fearful eyes upon yourself again, the shock surges through you like the energy that woke you from your timeless slumber. The feeling shakes you, not unlike a bowl of living jelly, from which you, in fact, might not be so different. You look abnormal, malformed, oddly blue, disgustingly red, and tumorously green. You are unable to recognize most of you, or at least what you think is you. Everything is moving, voluntarily and not, but you are alone. You are alone. So much motion, yet it's all a single soul. You are alone, and you will stay alone. It sounds like she and a strongman or handmaiden became one. That she was able to get into one of these creatures, and she perhaps was able to get maybe at least her consciousness away from the deformed, twisted mass, which must be her. We should attack while we have the advantage. Sorry, handmaiden. I'm hoping you are not her. The sad part I just realized is that we have to go back into that other chamber if I want to implant the chip into my arm. I'd like to have grouped them together so I can throw a single grenade at them. I think we can do it. It's going to be close. Oh, it's going to be very, very close, though, Tim. You might get pinned. Alright, this will be okay. We can throw it behind them. Actually, we'll hit ourselves as well. Let's move here. Alright, Garrett, don't screw this up. We'll hurt ourselves if we attack them, but I don't think we have a choice. Oof. Let's see what we broke open, shall we? The label indicates this is a transformer for the nearby magnetic resonance image scanner. The machine is fully powered. Let's leave it at the moment. Microchip implantation room key. Oh, I guess we normally would have needed this, but we were able to pick the lock there. So we could have avoided most of this area, I suppose. Ornate Lumerian cutlery. Would almost be ashamed to use this cutlery this fancy on a mere cave hopper stake. Psionic accelerator blueprint. Another side derm and some side boosters. Ooh, hello. Lots of very expensive, almost weighs nothing mentors. Another mentor. This must be the psionic department. I guess we'll check the office, the medical cabinets. So, I normally would say that the electronics cabinet... the electronics cabinet. The MRI scanner is not something you want to turn on in a case of, like, Garrett here. Because this room would be, first off, flooded with, well, magnetic rays, which would draw all of his equipment to it. So you probably don't want to turn it on. Or at least you would want to leave everything that's metal outside the room. I've had at least like 5 to 8 MRIs in my life so far. And it's pretty amazing. Once I had walked in... I really should stop it. We'll keep playing for a little longer. Once I had... Oh, that was canned mushrooms. It wasn't all what you thought it was. I guess we're at now. I walked into the room after work, and I had my badge on me, and there's a tiny bit of metal in the badge. And when they turned on the machine, just to show me what would happen, because they weren't going to let me, obviously walk in there with any metal. But as I walked in, the badge, like, it was like someone was holding it out from around my neck and trying to place it, like it was. It's as if you held like a cup in your hand. And imagine just holding it out, like it was the lanyard was straight out toward the MRI machine. The magnets are that strong. Did I search the medical cabinets? I don't think I did. Okay. We have the morgue to go to. We should... let's go to the morgue first. We came all this way. Besides, I'm not sure if the ghosts would let us leave at this point either. The display is broken, and all floor labels but one are unreadable. I'm just going to assume that none of these will work except the morgue. That is correct. The voice is whispering, yet its plea is deafening. Kill me. We will do so. Absolutely. How could we not? You're alive this entire time. Ooh, hello. Decent quality, but I would hope for higher. I guess we'll take these anyway. I don't have room for the... I don't have the weight for the Tychrome bars, so those will stay there. Freezer. Administration. I wonder if that is him or her. Yeah, it's gonna be cold in there. Dead security captain. We probably need his body. Let's get out of this. Now we have hypothermia. You know what, everyone? I'm just gonna put a cut here, but I do need to stop playing. So when we come back, or rather, I'm just gonna append more of this video. I would like to finish this. Give me a few seconds. Okay, everyone, I'm back. It's actually been close to 12 hours or so. I just got back from work. Let's pick up where we left off. As you can see, I have let hypothermia drop from us, and I've opened up this vent shaft, which will lead us to the strongman we saw here, who is not living or dead. He's just labeled man. First, though, we're going to investigate the remains of that security officer. We got another Lemurian blaster. Security Command Office, Joint Security Headquarters. Well, the head doctor's quite dead as well, it seems. Another fold M7, Lemurian Health Center, along with some additional hard-to-acquire drugs. Alright, let's talk to him. Death lives here. Welcome to the morgue, sir. For death I came. Yes, you understand him. Who is he? Dr. Mason. Everyone died. No one lived. Yet he is unable to settle. It's his mind, you see. It is exceptional. He can reach other minds. Minds like yours. You were the first to approach him in a long, long time, sir. And who are you? I am but a vessel, a servant. Not his, but yours. I am the link. You understand him. A strong link between you two has been established. What about the other servants? They are just like me. I am simply the one closest to him. Why did I get these visions? Communication. He can only reach you through your mind, and only through emotions. But why me? There is no one else, sir. What now? Resolution, sir. I am ready. He desires, yearns for resolution. He chose death a long time ago. You understand him fully. You can help him. I want to help him. You have no other options. The link is strong, and he won't let you leave without resolution. What would be the next step then? I will lead you into his chamber. He will help you with the rest, sir. And when you leave that chamber, you will emerge different. What's going to happen to me in there? Whatever must happen. Let's do this. I'm going in. Finally. Follow me and stay focused. You leave the morgue, shaken up by fleeting memories, as though you've woken up in the middle of a dream and trying to grasp at its fading contents. Entering the morgue felt like returning to an imagined childhood home one couldn't wait to leave. The horror before your eyes was like those repressed, demented relatives, the morgue stench much akin to the moldy storeroom everyone used, the sinister reverberations, scheduled train passes overhead, and the acidic taste in your mouth, unpalatable batch cooking. It is this familiarity that prevented the evasive senses from overwhelming you and distracting you from reality and your goal. The mass of flesh, shifting and moving and trembling before you, was seemingly alive, begging not to be. Its hollow voice came from within your head, rambling about its troubled existence, every bit permeated with a desire for death. True death. And this death you granted. The method you do not remember, but the more you stare at your blood-drenched self, the more fragmented memories of this being's gory death start flashing before your eyes. Gushing blood, ripping flesh, oozing slime, and everything else. After all of this, you found yourself outside with a clear mind, a passing headache, and an utter desensitization to body horror. Shake your head. We have gained a feat. It's a free feat. Let's see what it is. After what you have seen, you'll never look at the fleshy form the same again. Critical hit chance with weapons and unarmed attacks against humans and non-insectoid critters increased by 3%. Resolve reduced by 30%. This feat was acquired outside leveling. What does that mean? Our resolve is our chance to ignore certain types of status effects, stuns, and incapacitation. Our chance to resist it has now been lowered. Looks like we lost probably close to 30-something points, but we picked up 3% crit because as a side effect, since now we know more about the human physique, and I suppose how to part it from forms it once might have been a part of. Large jar of salt. Looks like salt, but smells funny. The jar is marked with a circle and a single horizontal line in the middle. You probably shouldn't use this for cooking. A cigar. We'll take that. I suspected that we weren't going to be allowed to leave the moment that this started. So, we didn't even try to leave, but I don't think it would have worked. I wonder if even the receptionist is truly there, or if all of this was in our heads. We've already searched all of this place, and I don't think the key... Well, no, that's not true. We still need to implant the chip into our hand. So we might as well go and get that done now. And she's not here. Was she ever here? Well, let's see if we can get to the chip. Ah, none of them are here. And the doors are shut again. It's like they never existed in the first place. Even the remains are gone. Let us implant the microchip. Microchip implant slot empty. Please insert an appropriate microchip into the slot located above the hand aperture. Insert Phil's microchip implant and put your hand in the aperture. You insert your hand into the aperture and rest it inside a padded cuff. It slowly closes around your wrist, keeping it firmly in place. A syringe-like instrument emerges from the top of the aperture, targeting the area between the thumb and the index finger. A small nozzle parallel to the needle sterilizes your hand, and then you feel a sting, and the microchip is in. The instrument retracts, and the cuff opens. Implantation successful. Test signal received. No issues with the microchip implant detected. Okay. I think we will leave this place, everyone, and then we can finally call the session. This creature that we saved, there was a book made into a video game called, I believe, I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. And I'd like to think that we just ended the poor miserable creature's existence from a lifetime of torment, which it was definitely, at least it seemed to be in. That book was seriously messed up. The game as well. Holy crap. Alright, everyone. With that done, I think we should call it quits here, and I will off-screen going back to camp and moving some stuff down around in our inventories and selling some stuff. When we come back, we'll be ready to head back over to the JSHQ. And I will see you guys then. Thank you all for watching, and take care, everyone.